Hello, everyone, and welcome in to the Absolute Football Watchalong for the latest round of 16 between Argentina and Egypt. Of course, big one. Of course, we've got Messi versus Salah. We've got everything else that's going on with this game as well. And pleasure to have you all here with us today. Again, looking forward to this one, looking to see what Egypt can do. Of course, you would say Egypt's biggest test so far, probably in their run. And yeah, really looking forward to this one. I will have a couple of glamorous colleagues with me in the coming moments. Hopefully, one of them will be in by the time the match kicks off, and one of them will be in a little bit later than that. And yeah, we're just waiting for the game to start. So, hello to everyone in the chat. I see there's been a few people getting ready for us to go. And yeah, welcome in, everybody. Thanks, everyone, for the comments so far. Appreciate it. And of course, we got one of our locals in, or one of our regulars, I should say, in Graham. Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, we've got quite a few in early, so that's nice to see. So let's run through some of the team news. Looks like we've got a bit of a change in the Argentina lineup. We're looking like we're going with a bit of a 4-4-2. And yeah, should be interesting to see how that goes, really. Alvarez and Messi starting up front together, which should be good. Should be interesting to see. But then it looks like there's a bank of central midfielders in DePaul, McAllister, Paredes, and Fernandez in front of that back line for Argentina. So we'll see, obviously, what that looks like in terms of how it operates. It looks like it's matching up pretty nicely with the Egypt squad, which we all know about. Mamouche is dropped to the bench for Egypt, which may be a surprise to some of you. May not be a surprise to some of you, depending on how you follow the Egypt team. Salah, of course, starting up top with Zico for the beginning of the game. And of course, what more can we say about the man, the myth, the legend that is Leo Messi? What is he going to conjure up today is my question. Can he score another hat-trick? Can he get some more wonder goals? Who knows? It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Graham, just back in from a very long day in old Londinium. What, just over 9 miles in 30 degrees heat? Sweating isn't the word right now. No, I would imagine you are feeling the heat with that length of walk. But I hope you're well otherwise, Graham. But yeah, thanks everyone for being in. We're just counting down to kickoff. Got about 10 minutes to go until kickoff is here. So yeah, really looking forward to getting started and seeing what's going to happen here. Let me know your predictions in the chat as well. Would love to hear your predictions. Graham going with the 7-0 Argentina. For those of you who haven't been in before, we have been looking forward. We have been having Graham, doing 7-0 predictions for every single game up until that point. So the run continues. Hi, Shaw. Welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you again. Always a pleasure. Never a chore. Even at 2 o'clock in the morning during England, Mexico, it's never a chore. But welcome in, buddy. Hope you're well. Just counting down. Of course, game being played at Atlanta, which England fans will be very familiar with the Dr. DR Congo game. I was going to say Dr. Congo there for a second. So yeah, familiar ground. Believe it's got a semi-final to host as well. So Atlanta, one of the more popular stadiums, I think, for FIFA and for the USA to host the games in. So be interesting to see. Shouldn't be too difficult conditions for either players. I think the conditions should be pretty favorable. Evening, everyone. Hope all is well. Hi, Sean. Welcome in, bud. It won't be a 0-0 Ronaldo, will it? No, it will not. It will not. Of course, Ronaldo exiting the World Cup stage, you would assume forever last night after being knocked out last minute by Spain. Of course, the game wasn't anything to write home about. It was a bit of a drab game. But yeah, Ronaldo bowing out from the world stage. It's at the end of an era. And again, Messi's at being at 38, turning 39 shortly, you'd think this would be his last one as well. So we have to enjoy it while it lasts. Because we don't know. This could well be Messi's last game that we're seeing today. All the more importance to watch it. I'm guessing the roof will be closed in Atlanta. I don't know that for sure. I haven't seen the top of the stadium yet in the shots on screen. It's only been from the side. They do have some issues with the roof closing because of how it's designed. It's designed like a shutter camera, and it is very difficult to close, and sometimes it does get stuck. So the couple of times I've been there, it has been closed, but sometimes it has been, like other times it has been open. So I don't know. The players coming out now via the tunnel. Again, one of the cool features that they have in the stadium is pre-kickoff, fans have access to the tunnel the players come out to, so you can get right up and close to them. And there's a lot of security there as well, of course, because they won't want any issues for players being bombarded by fans. So, yeah. Salah looking ready to go. Can he find one big performance to pull Egypt through? That's going to be the question for Egypt, I think. And then, Graham, the USA-Belgium was very unexpected. Belgium were very good. Yeah, Belgium seem to have woken up, haven't they? Which surprised me. Of course, they missed out with Onana. I think Onana's obviously done his ACL or torn one of his ligaments, so he's going to be out for a very long time now. I think he was seen leaving the stadium on crutches, which is never a good sign, but it didn't look a good injury at the time. So, yeah, we'll see what Belgium could do in the next game, because I think they play Spain, if I've got that right. But, yeah, let me know your predictions in the chat, other than the 7-0 from Graham. I think I'm going to give this to Argentina. I think I'm going to say... See, you wouldn't think Egypt would pose much of a threat going forward, but Cape Verde showed that if they have a goal, then they should be able to. So I'm going to go 3-1 Argentina. Of course, I think there's been a lot of chats early on whilst we've been waiting to come in saying, come on, Egypt. So I assume there'll be a lot. There'll be a lot of Egypt fans maybe following along as well. And it's lovely to have you all here. Is it Andre Onana or was it I can't remember. Whoever plays the Onana that plays for Aston Villa is who I'm referring to. I can't remember his first name off the top of my head. But yeah, the fans are getting ready though, as the national anthems are about to be belted out. And yeah, we'll have Paul and Ant in shortly as well. They'll be here to join us. And yeah, hope you've all had good days. Hope it's all been a nice, easy day for you to look forward to the start of the match. I know I've been looking forward to this one. And then we've got Colombia, Switzerland later at 9 o'clock, which we'll have a watch along on for as well. So stick around for that one. And if you are new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Would greatly appreciate any support. And obviously hit a like on this stream as well, because that really does help us out. Subscribing and liking are the main ones, and then getting involved in the chat is just a cherry on top. And Sean's going for a 2-1 Argentina. But yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how quickly off the blocks Argentina will be. Network finished. Pretty sure I won. I think me and Gav are tied on points. I think it's like 9 or 12 points each. However many games we're in, we've won that amount of games. I'm above by goal difference, but I'm second to Porto, who have one more goal. And then Sean's in Italy, winning games, I think. So he's doing pretty well. To answer that question there, Sean. And I think we should have Paul coming in very shortly, so I won't be on my toes watching this one. But yeah, he's coming through. And we've got a 3-2 Egypt after extra time. Oh, okay. Fulvio going for it. Love it. And then thankfully, I'm not on my own before kickoff happens. We do have a wonderful co-host, glamorous co-host, you may say, in the hall.
Hello, everybody. I do apologise. Sorry, Grimmy, for giving you half a heart attack.
No, it's all right. I've had worse.
Yeah, I have just been locked outside my house for 15 minutes because the front door entrance, it's one of these electronic entrance things.
Oh, fun.
So I did panic briefly.
Yeah. Just briefly. But you've managed to get in. You have shelter now.
I have shelter, and we made it. It was just in true Team Chaos fashion.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, glad you're here, Paul. Just been going through some stuff with the chat, going through the lineups and things like that. Main thing with Argentina is that they look like they're going 4-4-2, and Alvarez is starting up top with Messi. And then for Egypt, it's 4-4-2 again, as it has been all tournament. And then Salah's starting up top, and Marmoush is on the bench. So yeah. And we've done some predictions in the chat. We've got 2-1 from Sean, 7-0 from Graham. We've got 3-2 to Egypt after extra time. So we've got one going a bit longer from some of the chat. And I said 3-1 Argentina. So make of that what you will.
I would be amazed if Egypt beat Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
Because their defending has not been great, has it?
Yeah.
They struggled to get past Australia for a start. And with all due respect to Australia, Argentina are not Australia.
Yeah.
They are far, far better. And I just think that we're in a position where basically this is the perfect draw for Argentina.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be fairly straightforward for them. I was making the point though to chat that based on Cape Verde had a bit of a go and were able to find some frailty there in the Argentina defense, but I think Cape Verde, you would maybe argue, have a bit more quality all over the pitch than Egypt do. So it'll be interesting to see how they cope with that.
I'm just adjusting the fan and catching up because it is 34 degrees in my living room,
that is quite warm,
which is lovely. So I have my bottle of lemon and lime for a hydration break.
Yeah.
And a chaotic cat, and I'm glad to be here and settled. And I apologise for everyone for being a little late.
That's okay, Paul. You're here. That's the main thing. Just going through the lineups on the screen, so not quite a kickoff yet, but we're getting there. We've had the national anthems, so not far away at all.
I'm just catching up. The good thing about I synchronise my TV to this, so it's great because I can.
You have the visual. You have both visual, both visual things going on.
Only because I leave the commentary down. So I've got the commentary down from our Google Teams.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm like one player behind on the stream. So we'll step forward 30 seconds.
That's all right then.
There we go. There's Mo Salah.
Yeah.
I think McCoist is talking about him. I'll get a second or two ahead on the screen. There we go. Nailed it.
We've got Ali McCoist on commentary as well, which is no bad thing. Thankfully, it's not Sam Matterface and Lee Dixon.
My lawyers have advised me not to say anything.
Yes, and do those lawyers look oddly familiar and look like Freya?
They do actually. They have a similar northeast accent.
Yeah.
Well.
Polite reminder again from Graham and from us that we are on a slight delay, so please don't put any spoilers in the chat. If anything happens, we'll react to it live, and then obviously we can talk about it in the chat once it happens on our screens. So please don't spoil things in the chat. And again, like Graham says, if you're unsure, check the stream. If we haven't mentioned goal, that means we haven't seen it yet, because obviously we're going to talk about goals or sending off or anything like that. And again, welcome in, Si. Appreciate you once again, buddy, for being in. Hope you're well. And here we go then. Kickoff has started and we're underway.
It does fascinate me how both these teams have players who I signed in Championship round.
Yeah.
That's where we are at the point now. But obviously, Hossam Hassan, who is the Egyptian coach, is their all-time leading goal scorer.
Right.
I believe he's certainly their all-time leading caps person. I think. We'll just double checking. Yes. No, Ahmed Hassan has most caps, but Hossam Hassan is their top goal scorer. Ooh. He has 69. And I'm now looking up to see if a certain now ex-Liverpool player.
What happens if I spoil it by saying someone kicked the ball? Sean, any more of that and you timed out? I will time you out if I need to. Gav has shown me the way.
It's really bad just then that they showed people in the crowd and I thought, is that Jason Statham? Randomly turning. It wasn't Jason Statham.
I didn't see who it was, but it definitely wasn't. Yeah, Shaw is always watching.
Yes, actual fact, if Mo Salah scores in this game, he will equal Egypt's all-time goals record of his coach, Hossam Hassan.
Right.
So if he gets 2, then not only will it potentially send Egypt through, he will break his country's goal-scoring record.
Interesting.
So, storylines everywhere.
Yeah. And that's what it's like now. We're at this part of the World Cup, isn't it? There's something. I mean, it's been pretty good for stuff on the line for the majority of the tournament, but even more so now as we get into past the early stages into the business end of the World Cup.
Because, like you say, now we have World Cup careers ending. We had Ronaldo's end last night. We've had Modric's.
Yeah.
Come to an end. Salah's is probably going to come to an end when Egypt go out as well. So he still has the chance to break his country's goal scoring record. But...
Yeah, a bit of a wayward ball there early on from Messi. If you want to sync up with us, we're currently on 2:45 right now. Just as a reference point as to where we are on the stream.
You also saw the fact which I'm shamelessly nicking off the ITV graphic. Leo Messi making a record equaling 14th World Cup kickoff knockout game appearance.
Wow.
So if Argentina go through, you can safely assume he will have played in the most World Cup knockout games of everybody, including the like Pele and Maradona.
Which is mental when you think about it, isn't it?
I mean, does it add another argument for him being the greatest ever footballer?
I think if it was a case of he hadn't won a World Cup, then I would say you can't really add it to his argument. But I think because he's won a World Cup, it definitely puts him up there. And then you consider the fact he's had 2 finals. Obviously, he lost one, won one. Then it's a case of I think that has to be taken into consideration. But it's like I can't imagine Mbappe is that far away from it now, is he? With 2 finals in a row, and he wouldn't have played 2014, but he'll not be far away from it by the end of this tournament. Depending on what happens with Messi, anyway. But yeah,
I think Mbappe is probably of currently active players, because obviously we're coming to the end of Messi's career. I think Mbappe is the player you're looking at as being the most likely to be his closest competitor in that conversation.
100%
in the near future.
Yeah.
Although I would perhaps argue slightly for Haaland because of Mbappe's fortune of just being born French and playing on an incredible thing.
I think that's the
top footballing nation.
I think that's the thing that's going to, for Haaland to do that, he's going to have Norway, and then he's going to have to be there for the next 2 or 3, isn't he? And if Norway are going to qualify, then because again, this is the first time they've qualified in
30
years, 30 years. So it's not necessarily you'd think with the squad that they've got that they should do it, but it's never a given, isn't it? You see some big teams miss out. You know what I mean? Look at Italy's record at getting to the World Cup the past few times. It's not been great by any stretch.
I'm already prepared for losing on Saturday night, by the way. I think I don't want to bring a downer to the chat for the English folks here, but I think that just when you look at all the clips of Norway as a nation and the way the nation are behind them and all the rowing and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And then you think Haaland just will.
Yeah.
He's got the same mentality as Messi. He's just not quite as focused, but he's got the same mentality of I will single-handedly drag my country through these games if necessary.
Yeah. But it's a weird one because I think in that Brazil game, he popped up with those two chances at the end and put them away. But I don't think it was a case of Norway hadn't deserved something to that point. Do you know what I mean? So
no, I agree. He didn't need to, and I think that's another reason why Norway looked so dangerous, because they disposed of Brazil, and they deserved to have disposed of Brazil. But afterwards, the coach go back and said, we had a plan and we executed it perfectly.
Yeah.
If Egypt score first, that's when I see this game really getting interesting.
Yeah.
My little flinch then, in case you're wondering, was because Nancy decided to chew on my finger. Ooh,
decent, good ball in, but doesn't come to anything. Egypt starting pretty brightly.
They are. The question mark with Egypt is always their defence.
Yeah. I think when we were doing the preview of it, though, it was very much like a lot of these players playing for similar teams or in similar divisions or, you know, in the Egyptian league. So it's like they should be pretty familiar with each other. So that might be what gets them through a lot of the games, is staying organised and being able to keep teams out. And then it's just a case of, can the attackers nick them something to get them through? As Nancy comes into screen there.
Leaving Marmouche on the bench is a choice.
Maybe it's leaving something to be able to bring on. I don't know. Maybe that's the thinking. But
because it's not like they've got much strength in depth, Egypt, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, they're strong as regards African nations, but with all due respect to Egypt, they are not really a world football powerhouse. Or are not widely considered a world football powerhouse. And I think some of that is the narrative that happened during the African Cup of Nations. There were lots of people saying people don't give enough respect to Africa, particularly in Europe. And I think I've definitely been guilty of that in the past.
Yeah. I mean, the record coming into this World Cup is they hadn't won a group game in the entirety of their World Cup history. So to be at this point, they'll certainly have taken that, I think, at the start of the tournament. Good ball through. Oh!
Does he put that wide?
That was an open goal, if there ever was. Oh, he's offside. Never mind. I mean, that's still a bad miss, though, isn't it?
That's the rare situation where a forward is going to be absolutely grateful for an offside flag, because
you've got to.
He's possibly missed that. Has it bobbled? No, it hasn't bobbled. He's just
absolutely.
He hasn't opened his foot.
Yeah.
He'll say he's seen the flag.
Yeah. And yet, with moments like that, he reckons he should be a central midfielder for Real Madrid.
I mean, we have this case, like you're saying, transfer fees are so ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I mean, Fernandez will go for like 100 110 million with his contract and everything else going on with Chelsea. If he ends up going, big if, I think.
And I do think this is a thing that I worry. I'm now reaching late 30s, early 40s. I've become the same types of football fans that we sort of laughed at growing up when you had Dennis Bergkamp and Mark Overmars signing for 6-7 million, and people were like, £7 million for a single player.
Yeah,
he's not that good.
It's a cycle of footballing heritage, isn't it?
It's like how much will when you play these late 90s, early 2000 championship managers and stuff, and it's like you can sign Ryan Giggs for 7 million. You can sign Dennis Bergkamp for 4.5, and it's like, what would players like that be worth today?
Yeah.
When you think Salah was a Chelsea reject at one point.
Yeah. Well, if you look at some of the people they've passed on, like De Bruyne, Salah, and they've all come back to bite them in some way, shape, or form.
That famous Chelsea loan army of the mid to late 2010s.
It's like I know he went back eventually, but Lukaku was another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Argentina just slowly starting to get into it now. I think they're just slowly getting their whereabouts after a couple of sloppy passes and touches.
What is interesting as well is now with South American teams, like you say, the way football changed, even in the late 90s, a lot of players we weren't familiar with because they played in their domestic leagues.
Yeah.
They played for River Plate or Boca Juniors or whatever. And now, I've got to go and check, but do any of the Argentinian squad play in their domestic leagues? I'm going to go and look that up now.
I don't know off the top of my head. I can't think of any in that starting 11.
I was going to say, certainly in the starting 11, there aren't any who've spent even any time.
Because you've got the goalkeeper, 2 centre-backs of Premier League. You've got Rodrigo de Paul, who's into Miami. 2 midfielders aren't. Messi, of course, isn't. Alvarez isn't. I can't think of the wing-backs.
They all play... Oh, there's one that plays outside Europe. Well, 2 if you count Messi, but...
Yeah.
Messi, I think we can discount from this conversation just because he's spent so much time in Europe. Because Jose Manuel Lopez plays for Palmeiras,
right,
in Brazil, but all the others play. Oh no, there is Nicolas Otamendi now plays for River Plate, but again, someone else who spent a ridiculous amount of time.
And he was at Benfica this season, wasn't he? So,
and Gonzalo Montiel plays at River Plate. And this is an interesting career. River Plate to Sevilla to where we won the World Cup, and then Nottingham Forest the season after we won the World Cup.
Yeah.
And then back to River Plate. That's
as Egypt pick up a corner now, about to tick into the 14th minute. And take it short. Oh, he should have crossed it that second goal there. Ball in.
That's a great cross. That's a great
Oh, wow. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
What did I say?
Get the first goal, and it makes it interesting.
Game on.
Wow. Just when you think you've seen all the surprises, Egypt come up and give you another one.
Worth it then for the shot of the crowd where they had the 2 young ladies stood there and the expression on the face of one of them that was just utter shock.
Yeah.
Like bouncing up and down and celebrating, but also in a what just happened? Seriously.
Yeah. I think
we're 1-0 up against Argentina.
Yeah. The thing is, Messi especially will be calm about this because he knows that there's a long way to go yet. But it gives Egypt all of the all the ability just to sit back and soak it all up, really.
That
He's
is
done well.
Header.
Great header.
And
Well done.
There you go. Just the absolute shock of the faces of
Yeah. There we go. Well, we've got a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
We have indeed. We've been together for some banger streaming, Grimmy, haven't we? Because obviously we were Argentina, Cape Verde as well.
Yeah. We've had a few good ones.
We had Norway, Brazil. Did we have? Yeah, we did have Norway, Brazil, didn't we? No.
No, I wasn't on. I wasn't on that one. No.
You were on the England game.
Were you not on for Cape Verde, Argentina?
I was on. Yeah, we were on for Cape Verde, Argentina.
Yeah. Pretty sure there was. I'm sure there's been some more.
I must admit, I would have, if we had done the 1 a.m. stream, I'd probably have annoyed any of our American viewers because the enjoyment of Belgium doing that, right? And it's interesting, the reaction today, the amount of people who said now it's all over and done with. We should be thinking more of the American football community, who want the game to grow and support their team and all that sort of thing, because they've been dragged in the mud.
Yeah.
With all of this.
Yeah. I think even though I know they're hosting the World Cup this year, I think every World Cup is one of those rare opportunities to kind of showcase and show off to fans in your country just why the game is as important as it should be held in regard of by the fans, or to give the chance for fans to get into it. And USA have definitely, I know they've got knocked out last night against Belgium with a poor performance, but I think for the most part they've played some good football, they've played exciting football, and it should be a launch pad now for more people to get involved in the sport, and it not just be a once every 4 years thing. Because again, some of the World Cup, like the last World Cup we had, I don't know how much that's done for the game over there, but you know, there will be opportunities from that. And certainly with some of the youngsters that they have in America, with like Sullivan, who's obviously been picked up by City.
Yeah,
you know, the future's looking.
Is he the one who made his MLS debut at like 15?
Yeah. He's the one who City have, and he's like loaned to the MLS at the minute. Like people like that, obviously, in the pipeline. So there's plenty to be excited about for USA. It's just a shame that there's been these bits of controversy that have hung over the tournament a little bit, but again, it's out of their control, really. So it's not exactly anything to do with them. Is given a penalty.
Here we go. Instant, no thought of that one. Just, his arm was on the way out.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see that one. I suspect the absolute certainty with which he gave it meant this was fairly
He's
obvious.
on.
He is onside, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a penalty.
That's a penalty.
Well then, Leo, can you extend your lead in the goal scoring?
Already missed one this World Cup.
Yeah, he has missed one. Was that against Switzerland? I think
it was early on, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Their group game, first group game. When everybody went, oh, here we go, here goes Ireland. Because we were on for that one, and we were talking about the ridiculousness of the goal he then scored later on that half.
Yeah.
And the control, and we expounded at great length about it. Yeah, it was the one he dragged wide. He's missed 2 of his last 5. If he scores this, he'll have scored almost as many penalties as Ronaldo has scored World Cup goals.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's done it again. He's done it again. Same place as last time as well.
Wow.
Even Nancy says, wow. Wow.
Yeah. I know. She is actually just looking at me now. You know when cats look at you with like wide eyes and just...
Yeah.
You're in shock as well.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not gonna give it and say, right, you can retake it.
Let's have a look. Is it because he's off the line? Well, I mean, there's Egypt players.
What are they?
I don't know if there's been a reaction by the Egypt players to the penalty being given. I don't know if that's maybe what that was about.
Because they pause, there's controversy, there's yellow cards and controversy and
Poor penalty. Yeah. Oh, speak of the devil.
Hey, have I missed much?
You've just only the greatest player of all time missing a penalty.
Yeah, I seen it. It was awful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's not pretty. Not pretty.
I'll just quickly log into Google Meet, mate, and then
yeah. We're on
cracking old school English football goal for Egypt as well.
I haven't seen the goal. I've literally got in about 5 minutes ago, so I've seen Messi's penalty. I haven't seen anything else. Right. Turn my camera off.
There we go. Right. Well, we're all in. Get comfy, folks. It's been a good start.
Yeah, the game needed this, didn't it? It needed Egypt
to come out and play. Yeah, but we were both saying if Egypt score first, this will get very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's now how long can Egypt hold on for?
Ooh. Do we think it's 70 minutes of Egyptian backs to the wall? Hit them on the break.
I mean, you'd think with the quality of players Argentina got, it shouldn't be that difficult for them. But the way they've started isn't filling me with confidence at the minute. In all honesty. We still don't know who he's booked, do we? He booked someone before.
I haven't seen
Jordan Anderson.
Maybe they can sort it out in the hydration break.
Oh, yeah, hydration break, of course. That's what we need right now.
I'll have a look on the Yahoo coverage because that tends to update quite quickly.
There it is. Mercedes-Benz Arena.
It's a beautiful arena, that. Where are we going? Lineups.
Yeah, Paul literally said about 2 minutes before the goal, it's like Egypt score the first goal, it gets very interesting. Not quite as good as the Japan Brazil goal.
You're never going to let me forget that. You and Shah are never going to let me forget Japan Brazil, are you?
Yeah. Evening RC. Yeah, it was when one of the management team on the bench. There's a bit of Usher blares out across the arena now. But yeah,
I think whenever things go against Messi, he looks mildly annoyed, but not like not like in a kind of entitled. This shouldn't be happening way. Just in a right. We better sort this out, haven't we?
Yeah, I've seen only a few occasions him absolutely lose his rag, and it's usually when it's been El Clasico, and he's being kicked to the ground by whoever, or like a big European semi-final or something. But I don't see him lose his cool that often, to be fair. Unlike Ronaldo, who if the ball doesn't come through properly, waves his arm around like a maniac. But yeah.
Yeah, but well. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently, I'm just looking up because I was trying to remember the bit he shouted during an interview, and then at the last World Cup after Argentina beat the Netherlands, and he shouted "Que miras, bobo" at Wout Weghorst, which was, "What are you looking at?" Well,
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a good match. That, to be fair, it was one of the best matches of that World Cup, if I remember it rightly.
Yeah. And apparently he also shouted "Baila ahora" after they beat Colombia in the Copa America, which was "Dance Now."
Yeah. Dan in the chat, just got back from dentist. What have I missed? Not as much as Messi by the looks of it. Bonjour, boys. If you're free, Dan,
right.
unless you've had a lot of anesthetic and you can't really talk, then feel free to join if you want. But I suspect that's probably why you're not in.
I think he should come on anyway, even if he is full of anesthetic, because it'll be hilarious.
He should come on if he's absolutely stoned.
Well, he's been coming. He's came on the very first one he was on for the Scotland Haiti match. He'd had a few drinks at his his mate's birthday bash. So we'll have the full set.
We do not, of course, advocate being under the influence of narcotics or alcohol while doing stuff.
No, not whilst being on a stream. In Dan's case, it's probably a risky move, based on previous streams.
But we have got an issue with the last quarter final, haven't we? Since it starts at 2:00 in the morning on Sunday, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm going to be out watching the England game, so I know we're not sure if we're doing a stream yet, are we? But it'll be fun.
Is that the Saturday night into Sunday morning one?
I think so.
It's the England game's at 10:00, and then there's whoever wins out of the two matches tonight. That's at 2:00. Oh, good save! Great save! Point blank range.
This game is starting. We're only a third of the way through, but it's starting to have the feel of a shock, potentially.
I'm a new man, says Dan. Yeah, I'll give it a miss. I sound like Sid the Sloth. That sounds like we need you in for entertainment purposes. We'll change your caption on underneath your name, underneath your saying real name Sid.
I've got a video, or more to the point, Yasmin's got a video of when I once went to the dentist and I'd been full of anaesthetic and I was proper high. I'll get it off. I'll share it in our group chat. It is quite funny.
Yeah, fortunately I've never had to have. I've had like numbing injections in my gums, but I've never had the full whack.
I remember being freaked out because when I was a kid, I had to have the same 8 teeth taken out. The first set, then the second set, because I had 2 crowded teeth, and apparently the second time round I was out for about a minute and a half. The first time round I was out.
Nope. Sorry.
Argentina looked rattled, groggy, one might say.
Look like they've all just had the teeth done.
It looked like they do like they've had their teeth done. They were playing with half the commitment of Nancy is putting into sitting on my lap.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's a foul. You have to be a bit clever about this, I think, Egypt. They can't just go...
And the Argentinian team, of course, experienced in the dark arts as well, so they're going to be looking to win free kicks and all sorts.
Yeah.
In these positions.
They have to box a bit clever here, Egypt. They can't just dive into tackles. I mean, they've had that free kick there. They had the penalty given away. It's a good header, to be fair. It's just...
It was straight at him. Well, not quite straight at him, but enough that...
Yeah. Has that been confirmed, Darcy? You're talking about the F1, obviously, with Max swapping with Oscar. Because I'd seen rumours, but I haven't seen confirmation it's happening.
Messi's not going to hit this, surely.
Just while we're waiting for Messi to take the free kick, priorities.
Argentinian's just leaning over the barrier going, yes, Leo, hit it. He's surely not going to hit this from what? This must be 30 yards and more.
Oh, not a bad effort at all. It sounded like it hit the keeper's
I
gloves.
thought that hit the post.
Let's have a look. I mean, look at the curl.
Oh, the bend. That.
Yeah, that's the post. He's given a corner, hasn't he?
He has.
Yeah, it should be a goal kick.
Can VAR not in? Can VAR not?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have. Yeah. It's not a bad effort from there, though, still.
Hit the post from 30-odd yards.
Yeah.
I think the goalie might have got to it because it was all the way across, but
So who's that? Verstappen's going to be swapping with Piastri at McLaren.
Supposedly, that's the speculation. Apparently,
so it'll be Max and
Norris,
Lando Norris. That's going to be thinking of who's going to be the lead driver there, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's going to be a bit
there's
of an
a
argument.
clash of egos there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Christian Horner was at Silverstone, no, isn't he?
Yeah. There's rumors of him either bringing in a 12 team or, I think it's getting a stake in Alpine. I think is the other one.
Coventry City, the biggest team in F1, by the way. We have 2 team principals supporting us.
There you go.
Well, 1.5, because Christian Horner is apparently a Coventry City fan, and the Haas principal is very much a Coventry City fan because there's been lots of back and forth with him and Sakamoto. And
yeah, I'd seen the video they'd done when he got the shirt a while back.
For the opening of the new Cov Club shop, they had a Haas F1 car dumped outside it in the centre of Coventry. And amazingly, it didn't end up on bricks. Ooh. So it probably look worse in slow-mo. Did anyone see Jamie Carragher's comment to Sepp Blatter over the USA red card being rescinded? It's like Sepp Blatter put this whole long post out saying how it's worsening the integrity of the game and this, that, and the other. Jamie Carragher, being the wind-up merchant that he is, says, "We need you back, Sepp. It's all gone wrong since you've left." It's just like you absolutely. Speaking of wind-up merchants, did anybody see the Belgian official football, the Belgian FA official account?
No.
Just put up a tweet of the Ketelera celebrating with "overturn this." So it's safe to say they haven't quite let that go yet.
No.
Apparently, there has been no comment on his pet social media network from the US president so far today. I'm sure everybody is waiting for his pearl of wisdom.
Sure they are. Oh, why are you shooting from there? He's kicked that into
his
touch.
name in lights, didn't he?
Yeah.
Show his name in lights.
Honestly.
That's a bit of buck fever, that is. 1-0 up against Argentina and we might have a chance, we'll get another one.
Yeah.
Poor decision making.
That's what I mean is Egypt have to be clever in that they know that Argentina can have the ball. So in positions like that, they need to at least keep hold of it rather than just handing it back to them.
We've been yelling at teams playing a snowball tournament. In this game, you probably want Egypt to do the pass it about the midfield and patience.
I mean, fair enough if they're creating chances or whatever, but when you're blaring it like that, it's not really, you're not really doing yourself you or the team any favors, are you? Of course, it's a different conversation that flies in top corner, but how likely is that?
I think any cameraman who's responsible for pointing his camera at the goal Egypt are attacking is going to have a quiet night for the rest of this game. Anyone currently sat behind Giovanni Oruli's goal is going to have a quiet watching the game played at a distance. Casually dumping people. That's a good ball.
It's not a good ball.
I love how we're 36 minutes in and we're already getting that bouncing in the penalty area, bang, walloped.
Yeah.
I can already hear the discourse the longer this game goes on. And now the fans basically yelling, "Wait, his last game wasn't against Egypt."
And then I would just pipe back saying, "Well, has he won one?"
Yeah.
And it was typical Ronaldo saying that him winning the Euros for Portugal was the equivalent to winning a World Cup. And I was just like, sure thing. Sure thing, Ronaldo. You only talked about winning a World Cup year after year after year. Like,
that sounded like a man desperately trying to convince himself, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Rather than anybody else. Because anybody else watching was just, yeah.
Yeah, it was just...
If you ask any player in the world, would you rather win your regional competition or would you rather win a World Cup? I think there's only one answer from every footballer on the planet.
Yeah.
Probably from every fan on the planet as well.
Yeah.
While seeing the Lionesses win the Euros twice is wonderful, seeing them winning a World Cup would be another level.
Well, Colombia and Switzerland will be looking at this going, yes, please, we'll take this.
I would fancy the Swiss over both of these anyway, to be honest, the way the Swiss are playing. They're playing really well. But they're... great.
Oh, what a save that is.
So the Swiss's best player's out, isn't he? That lad who's scoring all the goals, setting all the goals. That was Malemban or whatever he's called.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
One of Newcastle are after, but he'd rather go anywhere else.
It's like, Newcastle interested. Oh, no, I'm injured.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Can you believe, by the way, that the Granit Xhaka conversation over the past week appears to have finally been brought to an end?
Well, yeah, I'm quite happy about it now. I don't know what's happened there. I don't know what's happened. I've got a feeling that they said to Alonso, yeah, we'll try and get him just to be nice, like give a little thing for Alonso since he's just started there, and then we've said no, and they've just went, no, we're not bidding any more than 8 million, I think. And I can understand if he wanted to go, to be honest. I wouldn't have been happy, but I could understand it. Yeah. But it's it's for the dogs now. So get him on.
No. There's literally 4 of them surrounding McAllister.
He still looks like he could do a job, though, Simeone, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, the amount of footwork up and down the blooming touchline he does, you'd think so. He's up and down that touchline like no one's business. It's like him versus Arteta in that Champions League. I was watching them like metronomes.
Like we were both box-to-box midfielders, and now we're managers. We're box-to-box managers.
Yeah. But it's like if you ever watch an Atletico game and you see their technical area, they've made it so wide, it's practically like almost at the goal, the box line. It's ridiculous. Arteta was having a field day. But yeah. Almost at half time now. Let's see what happens before half time if Argentina can nick one.
Conversely, what happens if Egypt somehow get a second?
Then it's very difficult, isn't it? Because Egypt can just play, slow down game time. And hi, Spinny Chris, how you doing? You've only missed a goal for Egypt. Messi missing a penalty.
Chaos after the penalty, where we thought it was going to be retaken.
Yeah,
briefly.
You've of course missed the hydration break. That was probably the least exciting part of the half.
Argentina getting football managered this first half. 1 attempt on target. 2 attempts on goal to Argentina's 7.
Oh, just take it.
He's not going to find a way through there, is he?
The longer this goes, the more depth. This is interesting because you get some teams who believe in themselves, but you do wonder whether the longer this goes, you might get Argentinian players getting more desperate and making decisions where they're like, I've got to shoot, I've got to get it on goal, rather than...
Yeah. Argentina putting some pressure in. Final third. Hey, RGC, welcome in. Good to see you again. Thank you, everyone that's been in so far and leaving comments in the chat. And I mean, we've got quite a big number in as well watching, so appreciate all of you.
That Egyptian player just randomly got a hand in the face.
Oh, lovely. Oh, just loses it there.
There you go, down the line. Oh, why are you going back inside there?
He's got himself a free kick. He's not going to shoot for me, sure.
Absolutely unnecessary free kick as well.
Yeah.
It was going nowhere.
Yeah.
No, this has got to be a lift into the box. The angle's wrong and also.
Well.
Whip this one in.
Oof, good claim there.
Keeper's been outstanding, hasn't he? The Egypt keeper.
He's been player of the game. 2 saves from point blank range. The penalty save as well. It's what they've needed from him though to get to this point.
He's channeling the balls. Clearly.
We can't show the game, unfortunately, but because copyright issues, basically.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Yeah. Otherwise, if we could, we would, but we can't, so we should.
Oh, there's someone doing the Salah doing the Booyaka Salah that we were on about the other night.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, it's a bad tackle.
There we go.
I don't know if you were in. So basically, my complaint about injuries is why do footballers, when they're down on the floor, do that? I don't understand.
I've never understood it. Like hitting the ground in frustration or something, I get, but maybe
I can understand banging the floor because I would understand that, but I can't understand why they do this. I really don't.
No, I don't get what that's supposed to.
I did see that, and I just thought that was like when they'd gone down, they landed on a finger or something.
Oh, they'd hurt the hand, yeah, but it's not, is it? You see it happen all the time now, and they're getting taken up by the leg.
Well, that's the thing. If you're getting hit by a hand, though, you're not going to start waving it around frantically.
No.
Are you? You're just going to be like, you're going to be keeping it as still as possible and like saying, "For the love of God, someone come."
Imagine Hendo the other night. He said he fell over the barricade doing that with his broken ribs.
I don't think that would have helped it really.
No.
Why is it flopping halfway down my arm? I've got two wrists. What's going on?
Yeah. The give it a wriggle advice from parents from back in the day don't think would help in that situation. Give it a shake. Hi Claire, by the way. Didn't get a chance to say that before, but welcome in, Claire. You've missed. Oh. I was just about to say you've missed quite the first half. Messi's missed a penalty. Egypt got a goal early. Egypt's keeper's been on fire. That person trying to zoom into the pitch as much as possible.
They're streaming it.
Yeah. There will be some people there that will be doing that.
Oh, how many selfie sticks do you reckon are in the ground of football influencers at this World Cup? Selfie sticks per crowd.
I don't know. I mean, there'll be a few there, I imagine, but it won't be as bad as an FA Cup final when there's like barely any fans in there.
Oh, bet that hurt.
It certainly was.
He's not doing his waving his arm about, is he? He's proper injured him.
I really hope that massaging of the chest is just because it's subtle. Does that look uncomfortably familiar, similar to actual medical treatment for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Given that everybody's calm, I'm assuming that he's as okay as he can be after just landing on his back like that.
The Argentina fans look sick already. I'm not even finished the first half yet. Let's at least get past the second hydration break before we start to panic.
It is really interesting the different levels in which fans panic, because the Brazil fans as well were really like, even at 0-0, you could see how tense they were. And then when Norway scored, just absolute panic.
Yeah. But it was quite funny when we watched the Congo game because Charlotte at halftime was like, "Oh, I'm not panicked. I'm not worried. It'll be fine." And then it got to about 60, 65 minutes, and then it just the switch got flicked, and she was like, "Yeah, this is terrible. The weather's crap."
She went full. You had bloody Nimrod playing behind her, like
prices are too high. Weather's crap. Football's rubbish. It was full. I
think if England had lost, I'd have made an edit of that with sad music behind it. Gone, this is the experience of being an England fan. That major tournament. You just sounded so lost. Just, price to hide the sounded like, and the weather's crap.
Yeah. Argentina building it up a bit. Kind of moving it side to side, but not really getting anywhere.
I'm assuming a lot of the whistles of Egyptian fans wanting half time.
I'd imagine so.
Offside. Shouldn't be offside there, Nicholas. Shouldn't be offside there. You went all the way across the line.
I remember when I had him on an FM in a Lyon save, he was guaranteed booking every game.
Yeah, I had him for Arsenal a few years ago, and yeah, he was literally every single week he was getting a yellow card or an assist.
It was whenever the assistant would tell you, "Oh, this guy's going to be suspended if he gets one more book," and I'm like, "Right, I'm taking him off." I'm not even risking it.
hope he's goosed. Surely you'd wait until half time. It's half time in a minute.
Yeah.
He's just stood there like, I don't want the ball. Just pretend I'm not here.
No.
Oh dear, Salah should pass to him there.
He barely moves then.
Just sit down, sit on the floor.
He's not moving too badly.
I mean, that's offside, isn't it? There you go. Half time.
So we can safely assume that there will be at least
all the Egyptians have fallen down.
Apparently so.
Praying.
I don't know.
I thought they all went down injured.
I thought the way some of them went down, I did think they were either showing a bit, they were knackered or something like that. But I think some of them were praying, yeah. There we go.
Well, I'm going to get a drink. I'll not be a minute.
No problem. Just having a look at the stats. So Argentina have 59.5% possession to Egypt's 40.5%. XG, all Argentina as you'd expect, especially with a penalty. 7 shots to 2 for Egypt. 3 shots on target for Argentina to 1 shot on target for Egypt. So yeah, it's
nobody would have expected this, would they? I don't think.
No, I think that's pretty safe to say. I think it's a case of, you know, I think it's a case of you would have expected Argentina to probably get that penalty away and, you know, maybe get themselves back into it that way and probably nick another one before half time the way it's gone. But fair play to Egypt. They've been pretty solid defensively. Yes, there's been a couple of chances for Argentina, but keeper's done his part and made some big saves. And, you know, yeah, it's been a good performance all around for Egypt. They haven't played scintillating football, but they're doing what they need to do, and that's all you can ask, really. But yeah, thanks to everyone being in again. Appreciate you. We're just over an hour in at half time. 1-0 to Egypt, which is not how the script was going to go, I don't think, in most people's minds. And yeah, if you are new around here, of course, we're the Absolute Football podcast or show or watch-along or whatever you want to call us these days. Got plenty of watch-alongs to go. Still got the last round of 16 to go at 9 o'clock between Colombia and Switzerland. And then, of course, the rest of the knockouts as well. We'll be covering the majority of them, I would imagine, if not all of them. And yeah, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. Because we're getting pretty close to the start of the season as well. We'll have all the previews, all that jazz. And we cover Premier League, EFL, non-league, women's football. Everything you could possibly want covered, we've got it covered.
Speaking of covering that, Graham in the chat talking about Durham women. Yeah, I will be as diplomatic as I can about this. Basically, a few weeks ago, Durham women who play in the second tier and are well established there, were very close to going out of business. And they basically said, we're 3 weeks from going out of business. We need new investors. They found them. Everybody was very, very happy. And women's football went. Today, they've announced their new manager. Their new manager is ex-Leicester manager Willie Kirk, who left Leicester under somewhat of a cloud because he was in an inappropriate relationship with a player who he's still with, as far as I'm aware, and has had jobs since then. And to be very clear, they were both of legal age and consenting age and anything, so there was no question of anything like that. It was more the manager and player relationship and people in position of power. So let's just say that Durham's announcement that they've appointed Willie Kirk has not gone down very well with people in general because of all sorts of issues around it. So it will be very interesting to see how people react with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the reaction will speak for itself, I imagine. And is that just got announced today? Has it? Or has that been sort of brewing in the background for a little bit?
It has been officially announced today. They did a big. We're delighted to appoint Willie Kirk, and the reaction of women's football fandom was. Are you aware of his history? Have you done any background checks? Because obviously, women's football has the somewhat unique position when you have male managers, well, more so than men's football, that you actually have the potential for relationship between managers and players a lot more, perhaps. And obviously, there's all sorts of ethical issues around that, and legal issues, which people will know. But basically, this is a fairly high-profile case of that happening, and consequences being suffered by the manager.
Yeah.
And now he's been appointed again, and so some of the reaction, I will say, has been a bit hysterical in the sense that both these people are consenting adults. There's no question of any illegality, if you like, just questionable with moral and ethical stuff going on. So it will be interesting to see both how Durham as a team react to it and how everybody else reacts to it. And of course, Mel Phillips is a very good signing for Wolves as well.
Yes. Sorry, I'm not laughing at what we're talking about. It's just you put your arm down and in just the bottom of the camera, I just saw Nancy's face.
I was being very careful because I was like, obviously, Freya's probably watching that wincing and going, "Please don't say anything."
Yeah.
She would have handled that far better, but I was just like, yeah.
No,
we'll talk about it.
You did find there, Paul. There was nothing wrong with that. You've explained the situation more than anything. So to those that weren't in the know, they are now in the know. So there you go. I probably not. I've seen a few adverts now during the World Cup of I think it was Mercedes advertising the WSL and WSL2. So that's obviously a big sponsor for them. I don't know if that's something that's been going on for a while, but
it is interesting how you're seeing more football-themed ads that are actively putting women and girls front and center, because the Chase Bank ad that keeps coming up talking about grassroots coaches focuses on a women's team.
Yeah, it's because I think it's like there's maybe a London Lionesses, sorry, and is it a Spurs player and then a Charlton player maybe that are on the advert? So it's like, they're advertising it, and to be fair, I've seen it more than a few times now the past few days. So
speaking of London City, they released their kit today, and for all the ethical things about billionaire owners and stuff, their kit is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And they are apparently tomorrow announcing the transfer that everyone has been waiting all summer for them to announce.
Yeah.
With Putellas. Apparently is officially being announced tomorrow.
It's official tomorrow, yeah.
Which for people who might not watch women's football is the equivalent of Lamine Yamal going to Brentford kind of level.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, stuff like that is what grows the game, really. I know it's like, obviously there's the element of the club owners of the London City, but if they're bringing bigger players in, it'll attract more eyes from afar, and it'll bring its other perks as well as its other pitfalls with it. But
I mean, London City have been on an absolute, again, a signing spree. They've signed a bunch of internationals. Barcelona women are seeing an absolute exodus this summer.
Yeah.
Of players leaving. Selma Paraguello is another player who has left and is supposedly coming to the WSL at some point.
Right. Okay. So
there's a talent drain from Spain,
and it's got to go somewhere. It may as well be here.
And there's a potential that the WSL could cement its status as the generally considered best league. If you want to watch the best players in the world, the vast majority of them play in the WSL. So
yeah, but there's also if it goes well for those players coming over, then it shows maybe some of the younger players who are coming up through the crop that maybe that's the place to go, and then that's how the cycle starts, isn't it? Of attracting the young talent in, but we'll have to wait and see because obviously,
I mean, there is the debate with women's football being where it is. I do suspect at some point, sooner rather than later, we're going to start having the debate that we had in the Premier League in the 90s of is having the best players in the world actually negatively affecting the national team? Because because I remember the absolute uproar the first time in the Premier League. I can't remember who it was, but the team started in 11 without a single English player in it.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. I remember everybody.
I think it was Arsenal with Wenger. Did it in the men's game. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was definitely it was definitely Wenger because I think the majority of them were French players, and I think that was probably back in the day. All the
was it in their Invincible season?
I don't know if it was the Invincible season or just before. I think it was around that, but it was definitely around that sort of 2004 time period. But yeah, I think it's going to happen. It's going to happen at some point. It's like the same for United with the whole record we have of having an academy player either in the starting lineup or on the subs bench for nearly 100 years. So that's got to get broken at some point. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully, by bringing in better players, it means either the quality of the game is high, and then you bring in more eyes to it, and then it grows the game. That's what you hope for it, isn't it? Really,
we can but hope.
When does that season actually start? Because I know it's a bit later, isn't it? September. I knew it was a bit later than the men's leagues kicking off in August, but I wasn't sure.
Well, I do enjoy the comment in the chat about Egypt. I do enjoy that because that's the kind of thing where you look at it and go, imagine what it could mean for Egyptian.
Yeah,
the country of Egypt.
But it's already been. I was saying before, it's already been a big summer for them because of the fact that they've got out the group stage, and then the fact that they've got into the knockouts, got through a knockout game, and are now 1.5 away from getting into the quarterfinals for the very first time. So yeah, it's an amazing run at the minute. We'll have to see if it can change from there.
Do we think this is a FIFA nightmare, though, potentially? A potential quarterfinal of Switzerland or Colombia versus Egypt in the World Cup? One of those two teams reaching a semi-final.
I know, but they were probably thinking the same thing with other teams that have got to the semi-finals who probably shouldn't have, like Morocco did last time. I don't think anyone really expected them to get there, but then look what's happened. I mean, I don't expect Egypt to maybe do that, but look what Morocco have done with that since, and they've kicked on, haven't they? And you don't know who's in the pipeline for all these national teams that could come up, and maybe Egypt have a couple of players that are able to kick them on to the next level. But yeah,
the African teams are catching up a little bit, though. You look at Senegal have had a good run lately, haven't they? And Egypt as well, and obviously Morocco. I mean, Morocco for me, I think they'll give France a really good game. I'm not going to say they'll beat them, but I think it'll be a really, really good game of football. But they are catching up. The quality of the football is getting a lot better because a lot of them are having they've been exposed to big clubs now. A lot of them playing for big clubs, aren't they? A lot of them coming over to England and stuff like that. It's just showing in the national. And you're looking at the side like Cape Verde as well, who've been brilliant at this tournament, and you want them to just go to better leagues and become better players, and then they could do that year after year. I'm not saying they'll ever win the World Cup because they won't, but it will happen at some point. An African team will win at some point. Morocco are going to be close. You've got so many good young players coming through. Yeah, so they're going to be close.
I think that's the thing as well, isn't it? It's like the scout networks of all these clubs, whether it's in Europe or South America or wherever on the world, are so much more expanded and know so much more about the game in Africa now that it's like if a wonder kid comes through, that one of these teams will snap him up, and then all it takes is for one or two of those things to happen, and then you've got a good spine of a national team, and you can kick on from there. That's what happened with Morocco. They had a good spine of the team in the last World Cup, and now they've got like 7 or 8 players playing in the top leagues. So it's like, it's like you say, they're definitely not far away from winning one of these big ones, and other teams coming along, I think will only help that as well, especially when you've got to play each other in AFCON and obviously deal with that. So yeah, I 100% agree with your point there.
It'll be interesting.
I'll be 1 second, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Barry is fit to play because obviously he went off injured.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think we're at that point now, aren't we, in the World Cup where everyone's got their little injuries they have to take care of, or there's maybe a bit of fatigue or whatever. But some teams obviously need players more than others, and he's probably in that category for them. As we get a substitution for Egypt, Fatty coming on. I think it was for then.
That was for Ashura, their number 8, who was the one who was actively signalling, asking to be substituted.
Yeah.
At the end of the last half.
Yeah. So second half starts now then.
Messi looks focused. I mean, he always looks focused, but he looks.
He has a little bit more of a frown on his face than usual, but yes, he looks focused.
He looks. See, this is the difference as well, because again, when you look at some players and adversity hits, and their face is almost like, "How dare this be happening to me?" and whatever. Whereas Messi is just, "We have a problem. I have to deal with it."
Yeah. That's going to be there has to be a bit more urgency from Argentina, I think. Not panic, just urgency.
Again, the longer this game goes, the more Egypt will believe.
Yeah.
But potentially, the more devastating an equaliser could be.
Yeah.
So it's very much a balancing act.
100%. It's going to be interesting because I think Argentina have players to bring on as well. Like they can change things up if they want, but I know Martinez, as in Lautaro Martinez, is out, so he's not exactly. They can't just bring him on to be a bit of a battering ram up top, but maybe a bit of width is maybe what they need. Maybe some winger magic. Someone to have a go at Egypt and maybe pin them back a bit rather than just sort of moving the ball around. I don't know. He's back.
Yeah. They do look like they've.
Hello.
What a cameo. There we go.
That's a bouncing cameo. Nancy, you're being upstaged.
She's that all the time. I think she thinks she's giving us a hug, but she honestly, it's crazy.
So, but I wish team. Yeah, Brazil were not. Oh, never mind.
They weren't the Brazil of old, were they?
No. If the lad if Escobar's fit, is Escobar's at Chelsea?
Esteban,
Esteban, that's the one. They probably would have had a better tournament, but I would have took Richarlison as well. I don't know why they didn't take Richarlison.
Yeah.
But
I think it was they saw Thiago scored 20 plus goals in the Premier League. Like, well, we have to take him, and then he played one game, and then didn't really see him again.
No, they didn't play it. That was the strengths either, did the Brazil? I think. No. But they were beaten by the better side. Norway deserved it. Norway thoroughly deserved it, and
they did.
As what's happened quite a lot in this tournament, the world class players have stood up, haven't they? The likes of the Haalands, the Mbappe's, Messi, apart from today, obviously, but he stood up. Harry Kane.
That's what you want if you're a team like Norway. They've got good players throughout, but if it's a tight game like that, where usually Brazil would find a way through, if you've got that world-class superstar up top. You want them to somehow find something. And I mean, that second finish, lower cross and just like grass cutter-esque, just, brilliant.
But also it was the casualness, that second finish, because he just kind of received the ball in space and looked up and then just went, all right, then, bang. That's a great ball.
I think he's offside. Yeah. Just put your flag up. I don't understand that.
What, the wait to see if stuff develops?
Yeah, I mean, someone's going to get quite seriously injured doing that, aren't they? Didn't that lad at Forest, was it Anyimni? And I can't say his name properly. But didn't he get really badly injured at the end of last season when it was an offside and he collided with the post?
Yeah.
I mean, that was offside. So if they put the flag up, he wouldn't have been injured.
Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty bad as well. Because wasn't that the one where was it?
It was when the lad came on the pitch, wasn't it? When the owner came on the pitch and had a go.
Yeah, because he had to go at the manager, didn't he? And the manager's like, I've got no idea what happened. Like,
yeah.
My fitness coaches were telling me, the physios were telling me one thing, and
that's right. Yeah, because they made him play on, didn't they?
Yeah.
I remember that now. Yeah. The 3 hosts are right. Yes, they are. You're right.
Yeah, in the sweepstake I got with some of my friends, one guy had all 3 host countries.
Cool.
So he's not enjoyed the past couple of days.
I think, though, obviously we're happy that Mexico are out because England were playing them. Canada, I think they've been brilliant. But I think everyone was happy USA went out just because of Donald Trump. Not because of the USA football team, because I think they've been a breath of fresh air. I think they've been excellent, but
I think
just because of Donald Trump.
That's the disappointing. That's the disappointing thing. I think if you're an outsider looking in, is that USA have played such good stuff to watch, and then it's taken that one thing to ruin it. And it's like, I mean, we had a bit of conversation about it before he came on, but yeah, it's just hopefully it doesn't ruin the memories of the tournament, because obviously it's how often did they host this thing? You know what I mean? It's like 30 years since the last time, so. Yeah,
it does amuse me the number of. I tweeted something which was quite popular with Europeans, which is the one thing this World Cup has proved is the amount of American sports journalists who were comfortable being loudly and confidently wrong about football. just like and it's interesting how all the American sports voices on their sports talk shows, because sports talk in America is ridiculous. You think we're bad with talk sport and whatever. The ESPN and all that sort of stuff. All those pundits cared about football for 3 weeks and are now doing see, America's not going to care about football for another 4 years. So, you enjoy it, Europe. And it's like, your problem.
Nice bit of one touch there.
I mean, there's also talk. The Belgian FA are still pushing because they've said, right, under these FIFA rules that you use with Article whatever, there's this. Under Article 215, this counts as political interference, which means that the US Football Association should be suspended from FIFA for a period of time.
Yeah.
Under FIFA's own rules. So
the problem you're going to have with that, though, is that it's one guy who's gone above everybody else, and the federation themselves haven't even asked the question. It's all been one conversation between 2 people. But FIFA I don't think FIFA will do anything about it personally. But I understand with the rule they should. But he's gone for it. But I think it's one
with
of those
Infantino in charge. Nothing is happening.
No, nothing's going to happen. Was this a foul? Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Under what? It's a somewhat liberal interpretation of the rules, but we're used to. I think it's the kind of thing where you look at it and go, someone like Messi is going to get that. Someone like Cape Verde are not going to get that.
It was soft, wasn't it? It was a soft foul, but probably. If it led to a goal, would VAR have overturned it? Well, it depends on which VAR officials are on. If it was the ones that
that's a 50-50 toss up on that one, I think.
I'm actually quite surprised that Tuchel hasn't been pulled for his comments about the referees when he was absolutely spot on, but he went well in on them, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Yeah.
I think maybe there are some people in the remaining people with, discretion and intelligence in the FIFA office who aren't named Gianni Infantino are probably thinking we can't exactly pull people in for stuff like that when we're condoning the head of state of the host ringing up his mate.
Yeah. The thing is now with us in the Kwanzaa one, I mean, I don't think Kwanzaa's red card should get overturned, so it's probably a red card, but they've set the precedent now, haven't they? They've kind of set that. Well, you've let his go.
Well, they said to Tuchel, didn't they? Said, "Are you gonna appeal it?" And he just sort of shrugged his shoulders and was like, "Well, I don't know. Like, I mean, it would probably be a bit pointless, but the president's been set, hasn't it? So what are you gonna do about it?" But I think if the only way they can quash it is if they just don't even look at something like that ever again, and just like if the next one comes along, they just put a firm stance and say, "No, we're not overturning it." The only reason it's happened is because obviously it's the people involved that have appealed it. But yeah,
I think the only reason that they did it was because Donald Trump didn't realize that a red card meant he missed a game. I honestly think it's like had it just been he misses the remainder of that game and all that stuff, but because he didn't realize that's what it meant, he was like, "Oh no, we need to ring up."
Yeah. It's another free kick to Argentina.
It's probably a yellow card for kicking the ball away as well from number 11. No, the referee's not giving it.
I think you've got the problem with this World Cup that the actual on-field stuff has been fantastic. This World Cup, there's been some amazing stories, some amazing games, but the political climate and the people who are trying to use football for their own ends in America.
Yeah. I will say as well, though, how refreshing has it been that none of the goalkeepers have gone down. You know what I mean?
As a watcher of women's football, yes, I fully agree. To the point, women's football, it's now at the point where it's literally a tacky timeout, and everyone just goes, "Yeah, that's going to happen in every game." Well, I suppose it's because they've got the hydration breaks. They don't need the tacky timeout.
They don't need to, yeah. I mean, I'm not one for bringing hydration breaks into the British game, but it has been very refreshing not to see a goalkeeper suddenly have a calf injury and then recover. Yeah. And it just goes to show as well that it's all a pile of crap, isn't it? Like, I nearly said something I shouldn't have done there.
You stopped yourself pre-watershed. Well done.
Yeah, but it is. It's all just an absolute waste of time, isn't it? So
yeah.
It's proven in this World Cup. So if that happens in the Premier League next season or whatever league we're watching, then you're going to be like, well, hang on. No one was injured in the World Cup, in a hot climate where your muscles are going to get are going to be a little bit weaker, especially in the heat and all that stuff. So
100%.
That's clearly because they're not having hydration breaks in like January. Like pouring rain in -3.
Yeah, that's what Graham's just put on there. Like, imagine having a hydration break in Stoke. It's -2.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's a hydration break to warm the players up.
Is it? We're giving you a hot chocolate. There you go.
A bit of Bovril.
Get the flasks out. It'll be all right.
Get the Stanley Cups out.
Not really.
Branded Stanley Cups.
Not really seeing much to inspire me at the minute from Argentina.
No, Egypt look quite comfortable, don't they?
It's just how compact they're keeping themselves, and like Messi's getting the ball, but he's got 3 or 4 people to get past in front of him.
There's better evasion and movement from Nancy than the Argentinian front players at the moment. They're more trouble keeping up with them.
That's not
You're not getting it, Martinez.
Oh, don't roll over backwards, you. Honestly.
Oh, my word. Go on, son.
Go on.
He's still going. Give it back.
No.
What a goal.
What a goal.
might be goal of the World Cup. That was incredible.
I'm hoping
that's Brazil 1970. That's an incredible team goal.
If I had a klaxon, I would sound it right now, but I don't. This is unbelievable.
Show us the replay. Show us the replay now. It's all very well seeing them hug at each other, but I want to watch that again.
No, it's not.
No.
You're not.
Do not.
It's not.
You are not.
I mean, fair enough. You need to look. If you
No.
Get lost.
No.
Please don't rule this out. It's not a. They might, just stand on his foot a little bit there, doesn't he?
What are you looking? Yeah. What are you trying to rule out of there? Seriously,
because he's got trodden on. That's what they're going to rule out for.
That's two players battling for the ball, and then they're going to look and try and find the offside as well. They are looking for every excuse to rule this out because it's Egypt. I know I'm going to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but if one of the greatest goals the World Cup has ever seen gets ruled out,
he's going to disallow it.
I think he's going to disallow it. Oh,
you absolute bellend.
So, for those who maybe are listening along and not watching along, basically, Martinez's foot gets trodden on and they've cancelled the second Egypt goal.
That is obscene. That is an argument to scrap VAR. That is.
There is also a shirt pull as well. So I think it has been. I think it has been.
I think I've got to kind of agree with that, but it's really sad.
Yeah.
It's really sad because that was such a good goal.
I think that ruins the spirit of the game. By the
I understand what you're saying, Paul, but he's getting trodden on and his shirt's getting pulled. Like
that is one of the all-time great World Cup goals, and it's ruled out because of a foul 30 seconds before it actually happens. That is bullshit.
Yeah. It's happened a few times. Friggin' hell, was it Liverpool and City a few years ago when City had scored? I think Aguero scored for City, but they pulled it back because there was a penalty for Liverpool. But Liverpool got a penalty.
Yeah, but like at the end of the thing is, I know it's like something that's happened maybe 20, 30 seconds prior, but that phase of play doesn't happen if that foul doesn't occur. Like if that gets called a foul, it gets called back for a free kick, doesn't it? So, but yeah,
I can't agree with both of you on that one. I think that's where the letter of the law says yes, but I think football has been ruined by VAR for that, and I think we have been robbed one of the all-time great World Cup moments because of something. If that goal happens in 2002, if that goal even happens in 2018, that is one of the great World Cup goals.
They could still go do it again, though. Imagine what it'd been like if they were going 1-0 up. Like,
so there you go, 137, everybody. There's your clip for that one. For the social media folk to clip that one. A philosophical debate on sometimes it's better for a wrong refereeing decision than a right one.
But then what's the point? What's the point of having VAR if you're going to let wrong ones slide?
Because
I get the moment. I get the moment for Egypt is huge, but like at the end of the day, if it was the other way around, we'd be calling for that to be brought back. Like if Argentina had gone and scored with that, and Egypt had been fouled, we'd be wanting that call back.
Yeah.
Like
I think my question though in that situation is.
Oh no!
Really good ball through. I think this is my romance. The logic says, but I think we've lost some of the romance of football with VAR. Like, I know this is a fine example of it. I think realistically, if that goal counts, let's say that goal happens against England, right? And it counts. Are we looking at it genuinely outraged, or are we looking at it going, that's just football, that's what happens? Like,
I think it's easy. I think it's easy for us to say, like, if it was against England, we'd all be like, no, it's the right decision, or it's not the right decision. But at the end of the day, if that happened against Sunderland in the Premier League, we'd all go, that's a foul. Or if it's against United, I'd definitely be like, well, it's a foul because he's pulled his shirt and he stood on his foot. So yeah, if it was like, say for example, it was like, if those two things aren't happening, then it's not foul, is it? Like, that's the thing. If it was if he's been trodden on a little bit, it's a bit different. But like, I get what you're saying. I
think there's emotion versus logic with that one.
Yeah.
And I think also it may have possibly brought back memories of another amazing moment that BAR ruled out. And I've just looked at that and gone,
yeah.
With the fine
Man United fan, or you, Paul? This is
why I'm being careful. I'm not bitter on this. I am. But I think that's. I hope Egypt win now.
Well, yeah, I don't think anyone's sitting going
because of that.
He's a Man United boy coming on, isn't he? Looks like Cheryl Martinez is coming on.
No, the Man United boy was the one that got filed.
Oh, was he? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. That's the striker Martinez that's coming on.
I see.
But yeah, I hope that the Egyptians will look at that and go, right, okay, we take that, we get on with it.
Yeah.
Oh
my Lord. You don't need to. Imagine if that was
don't worry about it, lads. I had it.
Imagine if that was when we were watching the England-Mexico game. If that was us doing that against Mexico, would we be having palpitations?
I think there would be much don't do that level screaming.
Yeah.
And as well, that's a classic example of angles, because for a half second I wasn't sure that ball was going wide, and I took a half second as that dropped in. And I'm looking at the reaction of the goalie to try and work out what's happened. There's like, he's fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, starting to build the pressure, isn't it, a little bit?
It felt like that disallowed goal is the bit where the heel starts to come back into a wrestling match.
Oh, speaking of. If you can play this right, they might have a chance here.
Oh, where's the rest of the red? There we go. Now the red should turn it.
I don't think there's a foul coming for this one. Yeah.
Overturn that. To quote the Belgian FA.
Yeah. We're getting asked Ronaldo or Messi.
Messi all day long.
I'd say Messi, yeah.
Yeah.
Justice from RC. Not sure I agree on that one, but sure. I understand your point of view. I know. And now there's going to be a 2-minute hydration break.
Everyone to calm down. What a counter-attack goal that is, though.
It's another great goal by them, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That is a fantastic counter-attack goal. The amount of ground
Same
he's made up
as well. Oh, it's beautiful. That's a beautiful goal. That is a beautiful goal.
The amount of ground he's made up to finish that, though.
Yeah, we well done, Chris. Appreciate that. I mean, yeah, probably I would say so. RC, they probably are this year's Morocco.
Well, Morocco might be. Morocco might
Well,
be.
if Morocco, I think if Morocco win it, they're probably this year's Morocco, aren't they? I think that's the expectation for them is to get to this point of the tournament.
It just brings us back to what we said before about they are catching up. They are catching up a lot. You know what? As well, when you watch the Cup of Nations, as well, a lot of them are because a lot of the games are quite dull because a lot of them have got really, really good defenses. They're all like the well stocked up in defense. So a lot of the games are like 0-0, 1-0s and stuff. But you are seeing some well-drilled sides, and when they come up against teams who like to be expansive and stuff like that, they know how to deal with it. They know how to deal with it.
Yeah. It's not done yet, though. There's still 20 minutes to go. If Argentina get one back, the nerves will be jangling.
Nerves will be jangling in central England, never mind in Egypt.
I mean, I've had a couple of messages of friends saying, well, this is looking good. I'm like, we need to get past Norway first. Let's not even think about anything else. Like, that isn't going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. Because Haaland could have his way with our defence, the way it's been at times. Oh, good tackle. Oh, is this a moment?
The fact that it could be Egypt 3, Argentina 0 on it as well. We were one plant of a foot from it being Egypt 3, Argentina 0.
It wasn't just a plant of a foot, though. There was a pull of the shirt. You're not allowed to pull the shirt. Some African teams are getting a lot better, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's what we're
100%. Yeah, 100%. It's the hydration break.
Graham bringing us all back to reality. I hope this gets settled in the 90 minutes. I've got shopping coming between 7 and 8.
Yeah, I'm meant to be making the tea, so I hope it does as well. That's why I took so long before I was doing my little food prep.
Yeah. Priorities there, Graham, as Spenny fan Chris puts it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you, Graham. Totally agree.
I was genuinely confused for a second because they're in split screen at the moment, showing the hydration break and Egypt second, and I'm like, is it all kicking off around the benches? And they're showing why? What are they? And then realised no, it's still the hydration break. But yes, you're right. I will correct myself. We are one pull of a shirt and planting of a foot away from Egypt being 3-0.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it.
Obviously, at this point of proceedings, we would also like to remind you that we do have on sale our Absolute Football mugs.
Oh, yes.
Do we have the QR code?
We do have the QR code.
There we are. And all you need to do, I mean, I'm not as good as Charlotte doing this, and I haven't got the mugs. But all you need to do is scan that QR code in the corner, and you can get one of 5 of our designs. We have got National League, we have got EFL, we have got women's football, and we've got the Premier League. Scan that QR code and get your mugs now. You can enjoy all sorts of drinks in it, whether it be hot chocolate, juice, Bovril, everything. Get your mugs and support our wonderful podcast, which is going from strength to strength, especially during this World Cup. Thank you very much, everybody.
Beautifully said, Ant. Beautifully said.
I hope Charlotte's watching now, thinking, "Yeah, we've taught him well."
As Graham says, gravy.
Gravy. Oh, I love gravy. That is the most northern Charlotte is when she says gravy. Literally, it's like gravy.
Gravy.
Love me gravy.
We don't need a mug on my face. That's not what we need.
Does this count as one of the great World Cup potential shocks?
Yes.
100%. I think so. I do think so. It's
got to be up
there. This is beyond Saudi Arabia beating Argentina because that was just in the group stage.
I
like this comment. I think this comment's really good.
I mean, that's an interesting one because I think you really did have Messi pretty much in his just coming out of his prime, and you had Di Maria and everyone else in that Argentina side. I'd have to have a think about that one. I think because of the knockouts, you're probably right, Paul. It does nudge it.
And defending champions as well.
Yeah.
Which adds the extra context to it.
But the most Northern Shaw has been was when she was right at Simon. Yeah, I have to agree with you there. I've got the receipts.
Yeah.
I think VAR even got mentioned on that one. Probably needed VAR in it to interject, to be fair, but there was no stopping it. Argentina losing to Cameroon. Maybe there's a theme here. Apparently, according to RC, it's been announced. Oh, no. According to RC, it's been announced that for the France-Morocco game, all the refs are Argentinian. The first time in this World Cup for that to happen. And Mbappe is getting sent off, isn't he?
Mbappe is definitely getting sent off.
Welcome in, buddy. But yeah, we thank everyone for being in. Appreciate you.
1,068 watching at the minute. That's quite good numbers considering it's 20 to 7.
Yeah.
5 o'clock kickoff. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, really not. I mean, we've had some great numbers over all of the World Cup, really. But yeah, just goes to show with there's lots of people interested and lots of people getting involved, which is great. We can report back to our Lord Emperor Samuel that it's gone well.
Hierarchy.
Yeah, Darth Sam will be pleased.
Was he tired last night? By the way, I didn't watch the stream last night. Was he?
He was a little. He got into it, but yeah, he was. There was a little bit of wanting to go to bed. I wasn't on the stream last night.
No,
I don't think the match helped though. I think if the match had been better, it would have been all right.
Oh, the match
was not a great game, was it?
I think the fact the England match was good when we were up at 2 o'clock in the morning helped us through it, didn't it? If we'd gone like 3-0 down early on, it would have been a long slog. That I dare say Sam might have called it a bit earlier if it had been. But Argentina not really finding any openings here.
No, they barely tested the goalkeeper in the second half, have they, really? The best chances have been from Egypt.
Egypt on the counter again.
The goal that they've scored, they've just played a perfect game, haven't they, on the counter attack? They've played really, really well. I think the balance is shifting a little bit where we're looking at, obviously, Brazil going out early. It's early for Argentina, isn't it, in the last 16 game.
Yeah. It's
pretty early for them to go out. Obviously, with Portugal, we're always going to go out to Spain, but we're some big teams down now.
Yeah.
As Paul said before, I mean, there's a chance of it. Egypt.
Just a bit far, isn't it, for him to create anything there?
Oh, he's still on it.
There's like Egypt versus, I mean, should they say it too? Egypt versus Colombia or Switzerland, which don't think anyone had that. Well, I saying that I think Switzerland are a really good side.
Yeah,
I think they've been a good side for a long time. But
I think you've got no bias there though with the midfielder Maestro in there.
Well, no, no. Even all that aside, just watching.
Yeah, I know.
Stuff. They are a really good team.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting as well because to keep showing Simeone on the sidelines. I reckon he might get the call up for the national team for Argentina next. After all is said and done with this World Cup. Because I think I don't know if he's left Atletico or if there's rumours that he's going, but I'd be amazed if he didn't end up in Argentina before his time's done as a manager. Good team. Good team. I was surprised by how much they struggled against Qatar, though, that first game. It probably was first game cobwebs getting blown off, I think.
Since when was Shaqiri a midfield maestro? Yeah, we're not on about him. He wants to be fair.
Yeah. I remember loving him when he was at Basel, and then he went to Liverpool and ruined it. Oh,
always chance. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Christian Romero. Speaking of maestros.
Calamity Christian.
I mean, to be fair, the keeper wasn't far away from getting it, was he? He got a big hand on it. Oh, he's on.
Onside, yeah.
He's timed it well.
Should the keeper be saving that? I don't know, maybe.
I would
think
say
he should be saving that,
so,
you know.
Yeah. I mean, he saved the McAllister one. That was pretty much sort of similar, straight at him. This is the test for Egypt now. 10 minutes to go, plus obviously stoppage, but
apparently the Norwegian camp is suffering from a virus. I wonder if the chef's English.
He's fed him fish finger sandwiches on a Tuesday and it's gone wrong.
What was it that Spurs had at West Ham? Was it lasagna? When they were all ill.
Yeah, that was when that was like, I think that was just before we signed Carrick.
Yeah,
when
long
he would have been at
before,
Spurs. Yeah. 20 years ago that now. Crikey. Desmond is queuing outside waiting to get in. Never mind Desmond. I think Sam will be on in a second. He loves a Desmond. Marmouche is on.
Been carrying a bit of an injury, hasn't he, Marmouche?
Yeah, which is amazing considering he's played basically no football during the season for City. Corner. Just seen the messages from Shaw about Andy Robertson.
See, if I would have the cojones to do that, even if he was with his family, because I've got no shame. But
this is going to be
hit him square in the face. This.
Oh, he's not got his forehead on it. If he got his forehead on that, it's probably 2-2.
Yep, your score prediction's still on track. Certainly is, sir. Desmond is queuing. Egyptian Gerrard, we don't let this slip. Yeah, but unlike Gerrard, Salah knows how to win a Premier League, so.
This is set up for Salah to make it safe for the last minute goal, isn't it? Or Messi to equalise. One of the two. This is two of the best players in the world going head to head for the last 10 minutes. I know there's 10 other players on each side, but this is what it boils down to.
Oh!
There we go.
What did he said? What's he said? Messi to score.
Paul nailed it.
My God, what a man! Oh, he's done it again.
2 hours, 2 hours,
Just
2
said
hours
it.
exactly. We'll clip that.
Messi.
We'll clip that.
That is the opposite of the commentator's curse. What Paul's just done there, like he's literally called it.
I have never seen anything like it in my life.
That's a fantastic strike. That is a fantastic strike. Should the keeper do better though? I
need to see the replay.
I'm gonna have to see the replay. It's another one where he gets a good hand to it, like.
Yeah.
But it's a great finish. There's only him to do that, isn't there?
Greatest ever. Cemented. Bang.
Off the bar.
I'll bet you he's absolutely screaming for that as well. As the ball drops, he's just going, mine.
Yeah.
And then just abs. That is such a
It's his
sweet
shin
shot.
pad, doesn't it? I think he should be saving that, you know.
I mean, he's got someone stood in front of him late. I think that's the issue, but still, great hit though.
I've got to be honest though. I am quite thingy with goalkeepers. I am quite harsh on them.
You used to be a goalie, didn't you?
I've played in goal, yeah. I was a striker when I could play football. I was a striker of trade, and I broke my leg. So after I broke my leg, I went further and further back. So I went like midfield, then right back, and then I finished my career in goal.
Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
What is it about so many team sports where you extend your career by just dropping further and further?
Yeah.
In hockey as well, I played forward for many years, then injured myself and couldn't move quite as quickly. And then I'll move back and play defense because it's more about positioning. I'm like, all right, and played another 5-6 years with only one intact knee ligament, effectively, and then my hamstring went.
Chris has missed this. I just got off the train and it's a bloody Desmond. What the hell?
It was 1-0 Egypt.
Where have you been?
It was 1-0 to Egypt when he got on the train, and with that Wi-Fi, with that Northern Trains Wi-Fi.
Just as a one thing, just out of interest, because he's from Spennymoor, so shopping's turn up early.
well, that's good.
I bet it has.
Driver wants to get home and watch the end of this.
Yeah.
He's like, I've got no drops after this one. This is my last drop. I'm getting it out of the way so I can watch the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Can I just point out, in my absolute amazingness, I shared the live stream again and said, Egypt 2-0 up. Possibly one of the greatest shocks in World Cup's history on the table. Come and watch it with us. And Argentina scored twice. So I'll put the scud on Egypt and then do that Messi's stepping up and scoring just as he hammers one home.
Yeah. It's uncanny, Paul. It's uncanny.
I'm saying absolutely nothing about it. I have already said I think Norway will beat England as well. So my mum was asking me about it. So
spoil mine and Grimmy's fun, saying it's coming.
Yeah. Ruined our summers. Cheers, mate.
I honestly woke up yesterday. Was it yesterday when after all that, and I said it's the first time I said to Yasmin this tournament, I said I think they might win it. So it's it's a bit of a come down.
I might have to shut Nancy out of the living room because you can just see me constantly just throwing us up. Well, not throwing her, but constantly lifting her up and just.
So what do you do? Chris? Do you get the train to Darlington and then go to Durham, or because there isn't a direct train from Aycliffe to Spenny, because Spennyman's got a train station, has it?
Speaking of our emperor, he's appeared.
Yeah, literally. You mentioned Desmond. He's like the candy man, isn't he? You mentioned Desmond 5 times. He appears.
It's like the Jaws music just slowly coming into her ears, and then he's there. But yeah, it's been a hell of a game. Couldn't have asked for better, to be honest.
My mates just put one in the group chat. Get the mummy on at extra time. Get him a tip on.
So, not
It's
now.
very kind of you to have handed us the Desmond, Sam.
Fair enough, mate. Yeah. Can you not get a bus from Cliff to Spennymoor? Sorry, I'm having conversations about
full on
local geography.
Yeah. So, in the middle of a 2-2 Argentina-Egypt round of 16, we're just talking about commutes. Love it. It's the absolute way. Say his name in the EP is I believe in Sam. Oh!
Trainer's quicker. That's fair enough.
I think there's gonna be some stoppage time here as well, I think probably 8 minutes. Nancy doesn't agree with that. Don't say that, Sam. It's going to be a belter of a game at 9 o'clock.
Are you on at 9 as well, Grimmy, are you?
I'm supposed to be, yeah. I think so. I think it's me, Sam, Shaw,
Freya.
Yeah. I was trying to remember if it was you or Freya. I couldn't remember which
No,
way
I'm
around.
not on at 9. No. I can come on, like, if there was one short, but no.
Yeah.
I think I'm next on Thursday at the Morocco-France game, so I was like, can I please go on that one? Because I think it's...
Yeah, that's the one you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't remember if I'm on Thursday or Friday. I think last time I checked, we got up to the end of the last.
Go
left. Oh, you.
Oh.
It's a good block.
Was that Romero? That was fantastic from Romero. The best defence he's ever done.
Oh.
I
went full Mrs. Doyle then. Go wide!
7 minutes of stoppage time we've got. Are we going to extra time?
About Egypt?
Are we going to extra time? 6 minutes to go.
The other mates just put as well, Egypt need to park the pyramid instead of
God.
We're all trying to think of old Egyptian players that can bring on. So I've obviously went the Ahmed El Mohammedi route. Mido. Get Mido on.
Amir Zaki.
God. Mido. Wow. It's a blast from the past if there ever was one.
Get up.
Down for.
Oh.
Gone for.
Oh, what a ball. Tell you what, none of these want extra time. Oh, my word!
Unbelievable. What on earth?
Is that the Man United man?
No, that's Enzo Fernandez.
Oh, it's Enzo, the Chelsea man.
Yeah,
Go on, Simeone. I bet you Real Madrid are putting a bid in for him now.
I bet they are. What a comeback that is. 2 of my 4 beers in stock. Sorry, Graham.
Oh, Graham, that is harsh. To be fair, Graham, I feel your pain. I've only got 2 left in the fridge. I need to go and buy some more.
What on earth? He's asking for VAR, is he?
Are they VAR? Are they asking for VAR for the penalty and he's getting waved away? Are they? The only way this can get more dramatic is if VAR if we get
Turns it
VAR
all around, yeah.
VAR as well. Are we getting a VAR check for a possible?
No.
No.
Oh, it was Salah as well. It went down.
He's had this leg kick from underneath him. What? With that angle, why are you not checking that? Why are you not checking that? You go back 30 seconds to check a foul, but you're not checking that.
Ali McCoy's a beautiful header. It is. Oh, red card.
Sure that. So the replays.
One of the Egyptian staff being red carded, apparently.
Why did you get? This is where you can see it's like a director who perhaps doesn't know what people want to watch football wise. Oh, we'll just show the goal over and over
Stop
again.
showing the kids celebrating in the bloody crowd. Show the kickoffs.
Fight. Here we go.
Oh, there's some red cards going on.
He's offering out the entire Argentinian bench. I'm glad we've got slow motion of the ref giving yellow cards.
What I will say about these African teams, they're not very good losers, are they?
I'll tell you what.
No. If Senegal walking off, and
if Egypt do a Senegal now, we're still here. We don't start the 9 o'clock game.
Is Nicholas Otamendi coming on? Is he still playing football?
He is. 38 years old, Nicholas Otamendi.
Okay,
he was at Benfica majority of last season, but he's moved.
God on Otamendi, you absolute blast from the past. I love Nicholas Otamendi.
I can't believe what I've just seen.
Graham's right though. There, isn't he? That Egypt, he caught with too many. Up the top. I can't even speak. This has so exciting.
Well, we've seen it the second time, haven't we, with the African team? Because we saw Senegal do it with Belgium.
Yeah.
Obviously, Belgium needed extra time to get over the line, but
Egypt have just brought on an absolute unit on the right wing as well. They're just like, right. So that was 4 minutes of chaos.
Yeah.
I think it was about.
So that's 7 minutes in the corner we can just completely ignore.
Yeah. Absolutely mental. What a game.
I mean, this would have been dramatic enough if that Egyptian goal had stood. That all-time great World Cup goal had stood, but this. I'm wearing this Motorhead T-shirt for every cast I'm on now.
Why not? No, that's. I mean, what a turn! I mean, dead and buried. 20 minutes to go.
Dead and buried with 11 minutes to go.
Yeah. I mean, selfishly, happy it's not going extra time. Means I get my tea a bit earlier, but
don't say that yet. There's still about 3 minutes. This is an Egyptian goalie last-minute header nailed on here.
I wonder how much they're going to add on for that, because there was a lot of time VAR were looking at it, weren't there? And the kickoffs in the on the bench. So you're looking at another couple of minutes, aren't you?
Yeah.
Did VAR actually look at the potential penalty for Egypt or anything?
I think so. I think they just let it go.
Because I would argue there was a better argument for a foul for that Egypt non-penalty than there was for the goal disallowed, because there was a kick out at Salah's leg as he went by, which the replayers are now not showing.
They went full frozen and let it go. You can't say in terms of the matches overall, the World Cup hasn't delivered. I don't think.
Hang on a minute, someone else getting booked.
Some. What on earth?
What's it?
What is he throwing up the injured wrestler sign? What? What's he even doing? I love as well how he looks like he's built like a brick outhouse. He looks like he could be a bit handy if it does kick off. Doesn't he? Like, we're within even odds of seeing a punch thrown at the referee here. That everything's on the table.
Yeah. And here comes another couple of minutes of whistling, I think.
Come on, Egypt, get a corner, mate. Life's interesting. Well, ideally score, but if you can't, get a corner.
What I will say, there's going to be an absolute almighty kickoff at full time.
Oh, it's going to be.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be.
Nice. Ooh.
It's gonna be like those clips of mosh pits that download, where you just get the walls of death, where you just get two sides air at each other. Football Factory World Cup edition, Egypt versus Argentina. Oh, he's going for the corner. Martinez is absolutely going for the corner.
Oh.
47 step overs. Behave.
Oh, hey. Steady.
Full on head to head, that. Forehead to forehead.
Oh, I'll never forget that one with Hoyland and blooming Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker basically didn't even get touched and he went down on his ground holding his face.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
The referee just stood there trying to get as close to the exits as he possibly can before he blows his whistle.
The referee's going to have a scrap in a minute.
I wouldn't want to mess with him, mate.
No.
That's
it. What a game.
God, I'm messy, lad.
When the commentators are now going, that is Messi cementing himself as the greatest ever to play the sport.
I can't believe, chat, what we're just seeing. Cannot believe it.
Does that beat the Cape Verde game? For sheer drama.
As much as my heart would say Cape Verde, I think my head's got to say that one, because the fact they've turned it around in the space of 12 minutes or whatever it was, like, it's unbelievable. What a mental game that was.
I was trying to work out if all the bottles behind that goalie were just the bench or angry fans showing their opinions.
But imagine what it must be feeling for Messi though, because he's staring down the barrel of that being it, and he's 2 down, and then out of nowhere they've pulled it out, and he goes on to the quarterfinals.
It's a nice little moment there, McAllister and Salah swapping shirts on it.
Yeah.
If you're a Liverpool fan, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess they're all right. But yeah, just what a game. Bloody hell. So we move on. I don't know how, but how do we move on from that? Probably with a boring 0-0, like Sam put it, to Colombia, Switzerland. But
I hope, for Sam's sake and your sake this evening, Switzerland, Colombia is an absolute banger.
I don't think it can compare. I don't think it can compare in any way, shape, or form.
No, I'm not sure. It's a high bar. It's a very high bar.
Yeah, the absolute football social media team with the notes for all the clips of which reaction from the panel do we clip? Do we clip the non-needed goal? Do we clip each second? Do we clip the equaliser?
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that crowd as well. Unbelievable.
Messi actually in tears.
Done. He's in tears, isn't he? He's absolutely done.
But like
I'm not
you say,
put that damn comment up. Just going to ignore
like
that. Anyway, we'll leave it there for now, folks. We'll do a quick sign off. Thoughts on the game, guys? Other than what we've already said, again, it's
incredible. Yeah. The World Cup keeps on delivering. It's been such a good World Cup, and we're all a bit worried that it was not going to be as good with it being in America. Obviously, we've still got the away from the pitch, but on the pitch, everyone's delivered. And as we've said, as I said before, the best players in the world are standing up, and I think it's just wonderful that the best player ever to kick a football has done that today.
I think that's
100%.
Like you say, that second goal, Messi's goal, is, like you say, the best player possibly ever to play the game, once again standing up when his country needed him.
Yeah.
And being calm enough in that moment to drive one low and hard like that.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. We've all been thoroughly entertained, Grimmy. That's what we're saying here.
I think that's what we're saying, isn't it?
As much as it would have been, we would have been happy for Egypt.
Yeah.
You just can't take it away from Messi, can you? You just cannot take that away from him. You can't take that moment away. No. And what won today was football. The sport of football was the big winner today.
Yeah, 100%. Couldn't put it any better myself. And with that, we're going to leave it there, folks. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again at 8:45 for the Colombia-Switzerland game, and then we will have, after that one, we'll have our quarterfinals all set. So we will see you there. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon.